Would you say there's really any difference between marching on AstroTurf or natural grass?
You know, Mr. Durham and I were having this conversation earlier today. When we were in high school, there were very, very few AstroTurf fields, or even the turf that we use now, which isn't exactly AstroTurf. Everything was natural back then, and for us, when we went to contest at SFA, we had to march on the AstroTurf, which was very different from natural grass. Nowadays, most of the stadiums have gone to the artificial turf. We had a few games last year where students had to march on grass, and it was kind of strange to us to hear them complain about how different the grass was where we used to complain about the turf. There's a little different feel to it. Obviously, if it's raining or the grass, natural turf holds a lot more moisture, so their turns are a little different. But with this newer turf, it's more grass-like than the old school AstroTurf. There's a little difference, but not a huge difference. I think it's probably safer for the kids to march on this artificial turf now.
Some of that old AstroTurf was pretty slick.
Yeah, if it got wet, it was very slick. I remember seeing people fall down all the time. Of course, when you go to march a halftime show after one full half of a football game, when it's been raining all week, the field got awfully muddy on a natural field, and
yeah,
there were always lots of people falling down with that. But this turf seems to hold up a lot better in all kinds of weather. Kind of more stable for the kids, I would say.
Will the band be competing in any contests this year?
Yeah, actually, we do. Our first football game's coming up in a couple weeks. We'll do a fundamental drill. It'll be a full halftime drill, but it won't be the exact drill that we take to contest. It helps us see where our strongest marchers are, and maybe some of those that aren't as strong, and where to put them in our contest block. But as we start our contest season October 8th, right here at Bulldog Stadium, with a pre-UIL marching contest that we're hosting. And then October 22nd, we go to our UIL marching contest at SFA. On the 26th of October, the Twirlers go to their UIL solo and ensemble contest at Lufkin High School. October 29th, we're actually hosting the UIL Area C 1A 2A marching contest. And then November 5th is the NAMBY contest at SFA, and NAMBY is the National Association of Military Marching Bands. Only military bands compete in that, and lots of big, good bands there. And that is at SFA.
Will that be a Texas thing, or is that a national or southern? Or
the ones that will compete in our contest at SFA will just be pretty much East Texas schools, since we're one of the only areas in this area that do the military marching band. It'll mostly be just East Texas schools. I believe last year we had some from down as far as Kingwood, around the Houston area, and up around Bladewater, Gilmer.
Well, that'll be fun to watch. It's always nice to watch a military-style band march and play as well. I enjoy watching it personally, more so than the standard corps, as you see a lot of schools doing now.
Right. We go back and forth a lot. Mr. Durham went to school in Longview. He's in the Lobo band, and they're big military band. Traditionally, always sweepstakes award-winning there. I was actually in the Marshall band in high school back when Marshall was 5A, and we were big sweepstakes corps-style band. So we debate a lot and kind of jab at each other as far as which style is better, and we tease the kids and they tease back. But as a band member, you learn to appreciate parts of each aspect of it. I personally prefer marching in corps style, but I also enjoy watching and teaching military style. So you take things from each and you make the best of whatever you're working with.
Understandable.
Fan.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a diehard Longhorn fan, you couldn't help but appreciate the Aggie band. They make some crazy formations out there, and I really don't know how they do it, but they sure look cool when they do.
Absolutely. They do the same fundamentals that we do here at Carthage. They just have more people doing it, and a little older, a little more mature, being at the collegiate level. But what we do here is the same basic fundamentals that the students are showing us right now. Same fundamentals that the Aggie band would use in their huge military halftime show there.
And once again, I'm impressed with the way the students are marching. They all look like they're in very good formation and making nice turns.
They're doing really well. Nobody has made a huge mistake and ended up on the wrong side of the field, which is good. You know, it's not okay to make a mistake. We'll tolerate it. If you make a mistake, really we're looking to see how well you can recover without drawing attention to yourself, because in a precision military drill, you don't want to draw any unnecessary attention to yourself.
Well, which squad do we have going here, Brad?
We're on the 11th squad, 11th out of 12, so we'll be wrapping up the squad competition here shortly, just this squad and then one more, and then after that we will go to full band performance. They'll form a band block on the backfield and march out, and they're going to play a little bit for you. We'll be playing the Meistersinger Fanfare, War March of the Tartars, and the top half of Kiefer's Special, which are all pieces that we'll be performing for our marching contest this year. The students have been working really hard on learning those pieces, and now we're working on memorizing those pieces so that we can perform them and march at the same time. Students started this week actually passing off music from memory. They had to start with their fanfare this week from memory, which is 2 weeks before school even starts. So we're real proud of the students and the work that they've put in just to be able to do that at this point. Next week they'll be passing off their first march, War March of the Tartars, and then the next week they'll be passing off another march. So here very shortly after school starts, we'll have most of our halftime music passed off by memory. And the way we do that, we just encourage the kids to come in and try to pass it off from memory. If it's great, that's great. We'll give them a grade for it. If it's not, we'll give them some pointers. They get real excited about the squad competition. A lot of competitive kids in band. You wouldn't think band is a competitive sport, but I guarantee you won't find a more competitive group out there. Every marching contest, they're looking at other schools and pointing out their mistakes and pointing out what they do well, and it helps us to raise the bar or maybe see what we're doing well already. And even with the squad drill, we're competing against ourselves here, but each squad, like I said, about 8 or 9 students in each one, they all want to win that squad competition. And it looks to me like Mr. Thomas has his hands full down there as the judge tonight.
We expect to see the results later on this evening?
We will. Once the band performs midfield, they'll do, like I said, they'll do the fanfare and the marches, and then the auxiliary will perform to 2 different tunes. We're not going to take it, and these boots were made for walking. And after that, Mr. Durham will get the results from Mr. Thomas, and we'll announce 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place for the squad competition. they're wrapping up, I know I just talked a little bit about what we're playing for a marching contest. We're also going to play Chicago's World Fair Centennial Celebration in 1933. We won't be performing that one tonight, but it will be added to our halftime performance once we get into marching season just a little bit.
A&T Beauty Supply at 101 North Adams invites you to put your best foot forward. Been waiting for a new look? Wait no more. Check with A&T Beauty Supply for the newest in hair supplies. Owner Shirley Murphy invites you to drop by for hair products, wigs, and hair extensions. A&T Beauty Supplies also now carries School Pride hair accessories as well. A&T Beauty Supply. They're open to the public and beauty salons. Tuesday through Saturday, A&T Beauty Supply 101 North Adams, near the intersection of West Sabine and North Adams, 903-694-9911.
East Texas is a wonderful community, and at Panola National Bank, we're proud to call it home. That's why you'll find our bank and our employees helping others wherever you look. From supporting local schools to helping with local charity events. We're part of the fabric that weaves this community and its people together. When it comes to your money, local is better. We provide sensible banking services so we can help our community grow. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2011-2012 Carthage High School Battlin Bulldog Band.
Based on their block on the far side of the field, they stretch from the 30 to just past the 35 to just past the 35 on the opposite end of the field. 5 company fronts deep. They're marching across the field under the field direction of drum major Daniel LeBlanc. Playing our standard military cadence.
They'll now perform for you your Meister Singer fanfare, more marching with Tartars and key procession.